Hey guys, tonight I'm going to show you my recipe for a protection salt. So you can make a protection salt however you like to. You can make it as simple or as complex as you want to make it. You add whatever you want to add to it. This is how I do it, and it's awesome. It's wonderful. So let me just turn the camera a little bit. Okay. And I'll show you what I got going on right here. Okay. So I have, okay. So first thing, I have a paper plate with, actually it's not a paper plate, it's an aluminum pie plate with aluminum foil, and this is just regular table salt, okay? That's all this is table salt. Alright, this is rosemary. So I'm going to just kind of pull off these little deals here, pull off the rosemary. And it smells so good. I really like the smell of rosemary, okay? And I like to put them in just like this. I think it's really nice. So you get that all cleaned up and put that. Okay. Break it up a little bit. You don't want big pieces. You want to kind of separate it a little bit, you know. It's so pungent, the fragrance. It's really good. Let's see. So this you can use, you can sprinkle it outside around your yard, all around your property for protection. You can, sprinkle a few grains, the four corners of your house, on the inside of your house. You can also get a container of olive oil or any carrier oil that you want to. But for me, I would put, I like between olive oil, I like to use olive oil and grapeseed oil myself. That's the two I really like. And olives, to me, they just represent something holy. They, to me, it's part of the protection, part of being blessed. And I just, you could put some of this salt and some olive oil and have a protection oil, okay? Which you can also, you could use to anoint yourself, your family. You can even anoint just a little drop of that protection oil and smear it on the four corners of your house, inside and out. You can do that too. There are no rules. It's yours. You do what you want with it. So this is rosemary. Okay. Now I am going to enchant the rosemary. I'm going to bless it. This is sage. Okay, and you know what? You could put as much or as little of any herbs, you know, any powders that you want to add to it. You can put as much or as little as you want. There are no measurements here. It's just I'm putting what I feel. You put what you feel, you know, to whatever ingredients you want to put. This is just me. This is, you know, I put what I feel. I don't feel like I need tons and tons of each thing. But I like to add some sage. Okay? And I like to just kind of break it up like this. Okay, and in between each ingredient, I like to blessing and power. I have my tiger's eye here that I bought actually today. This has been cleansed and I am going to keep this in here. Okay, so what I have here is I have 7 whole cloves, just 7 cloves here that I'm gonna grind up in just a second. I have saffron threads. Okay, if I could show you, I'm trying to show it to you. And that would be great if I could get the thing to open. This little container is like not so simple. I'm gonna have to end up breaking it. Now you know why they want to make this difficult. This little thing doesn't want to open. Okay, I have a feeling I'm going to end up with saffron threads all over the place. I'm over here trying to open this, so I'm going to open it, all right? You know what? I have some open. I do. Nope. Here we go. Ah, I knew it. Everywhere. Everywhere. All right. Wow. It's not going to hurt anything. So, I have saffron threads. I have I'm going to add a bay leaf. I have mugwort. And I have vervain. Okay? I have vervain in here. I also have myrrh resin here and frankincense resin here. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm going to grind this just a little bit. I'm grinding the cloves just a little bit. Alright, that's good. Alright, so okay, that's the whole cloves, and it's just like I said, I had 7 whole cloves in here. So here is the saffron threads, and I'm just going to dump that in here. Okay. Okay, I am going to mix this up just a little bit. All right, that's good. I have this bay leaf. Okay. Okay, I'm going to tear it up because guess what? It's a lot easier. A lot easier to get it started by tearing it up. Ooh, that smells good. All right, there's that. I am going to add mugwort. Okay, yes, I have sage in here in my pan. I have rosemary. I have salt. I have a bay leaf. I have saffron threads and 7 whole cloves. Okay, I'm now going to add mugwort to the combination, and there's no specific measurement. It's whatever you think. Okay. I'm not used to doing this on camera, y'all, so I'm really trying to focus here. Okay, next I have vervain, and so far this is what my little mix looks like. Alright, and I'll just add a little bit of that. I am going to add just a little bit, a little bit of frankincense resin. Just a little piece is all I'm going to add, just a little bit in here. Next, I'm going to add myrrh resin. And just a little piece. Okay, I'm going to add this herbal mixture, this herbal spice mixture, to my salt, my rosemary and sage mixture. And yes, I do still have my tiger eye in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this now. Okay, that looks about it. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the energies, and I'm going to mix this together with my hands. And so I'm going to take just a few seconds, you guys, okay, to charge it all together with my energies, to put my intentions and the whole mixture all together. And I'm going to also blend in with the energies this beautiful tiger's eye. Alrighty? Alright. And you know, guys, y'all can also add, you can also add a few drops of your protection oil just to make it not, you don't want it to be soaking wet but a little tacky. You can do that too. You can anoint candles with this, your taper candles. You actually could, you know, roll it in anointing oils, purification protection oil, and actually you could do it for anything. I mean, if you want to protect your love, protect your money, protect your job, protect, and you see I have all that written, not all of it, but I have like protection on a white candle, you know, written protection of family, home, self, employment, and I wrote protection all around the candle, and some protection sigils I did draw here. And that is actually Viking rune protection symbols, and that is also something that I have personally tattooed on myself. So, you know, you can do that. You know, it covers pretty much, you know, family, home, yourself, and employment. It pretty much touches all that, and you put your intentions in that. And you can put this surrounding your candle as the candle burns out. Of course, putting your intentions as well into the candle and letting the candle burn down. So that's an idea for you. And if it's money in specific, if you want to burn a green candle and do the same thing, if you just have tapers, you can engrave, you know, inscribe the candles with your need, and you can anoint that, you know, roll it in your oils, and then you can pass a roll in your protection salt and burn it, you know. So I'm mixing it up. Mixing it up. And y'all, that's basically it. You know, I really would like to continue to put my intentions in this. But basically this is it. And I am going to put this in a mason jar, this salt, I'm going to put this in a mason jar with a lid on it, labeled, and at least for the time being, I'm going to keep this tiger eye in it. I'm going to set the mason jar on my windowsill in the front of my house where the sun and the moonlight seem to hit it the best. And I'm going to let it charge in the moonlight and in the sunlight to have lunar and solar energy combined. And I prefer that. I prefer it in my oils. I prefer it in my powders. I prefer it in my salts. And yes, I do make sugars too. That's another video. So, you know, that being said, I hope it wasn't too, you know, I mean, you don't have to have all this stuff. You know, if you just have salt, put a little cinnamon in that. Put a little basil if you got that in your cabinet. Put some, you know, bay leaf crushed up. Crush it all up with your fingers. You know, you can do that. You could take, you know what, you could take pine. A pine cone, crush it up with your mortar and pestle, crush up a little bit pine cone. You don't have to have a ton, just a little bit. Grind it up good. Put that in salt. It's your intention that does this. Your intention empowers it with the blessing. Your intention, your words, you know, make this come to life with blessings, with energy. Your intentions are the energy. Your intentions are the power. And please remember that. As long as you know that is real and that is true and that is just how it is, you know. You can also, if you have, palms. If you have palm trees in your house, well, some are in people's houses, but I have some sago palms outside that are very old, and I have sago palms outside in the back that are very old, and I could take, you know, a little bit off of that, off of the leaf, just a couple of pieces, and break it up in here. I don't have to grind it to a powder or anything like that. You don't. Whatever you want is what you do with it, okay? I would break it up because I like big, well, not huge pieces, but I kind of like it leafy looking. I like how it looks. And also, if you do add it to an olive oil or a carrier oil of your choice, it really looks good. It's pretty to me, you know, in there. I like that organic look to it. I don't want everything fine powder and just, you don't see but nothing but a clump of powder that settles or floats little pieces, you know how it does. But yeah, you know, you can do this. You can make it simple. It's your protection salt. It's your intention that makes it so. And like I said, you can add just a little bit of your protection oil in here, or olive oil, whatever you want, just to kind of make it tacky, you know, a little bit, and you know, it'll help to stick to a candle, or you just want to make it, like, form it around your candle, you can do that and it'll kind of stay together. You know, if you want to smear it, you know, to your home, to yourself, and you don't want to be full of oil, and you don't want it, you can make it however you want, the consistency that you want, you know. So I am going to continue to mix this with my fingers and put my intention in it for protection for my home and for myself, and of course everyone and anyone who enters my home. I'm going to bless my property. You know, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of blessing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm also gonna sprinkle, you can do this too, a few grains in my car. You know, you can do that. So that being said, that's it. Protection salt. That could also be protection oil if you add it to the carrier oil of your choice, which for me, for this particular thing, I like olive oil. You can use whatever you want. You know, you can use grapeseed, olive, coconut oil. I've known of people using vegetable oil. I personally don't, but if that's all you got, that's all you got is good. I mean, it's not like there's a law saying you got to use whatever, you know. You use what you feel is right. You use what you have, and it's your intention that makes it so. That makes it what it is. It's your intention. It's your words. So, that's it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at shadowbayoutarot@gmail.com. All right. Thank you so much. Good night.